Good morning. I'm in the forest with the two girls, and we'll only do a very short round for about 3 kilometers, 3.5. I'm not sure. But they can't be with each other anymore, so I'll take them out separately as much as possible, but it's not possible to walk 6 to 9 rounds a day. So I'll start the morning with a short round, so they just had their first exercise, and then later today when the food is delivered, I will go for a longer round separately. So later in this video I will tell you more about what happened and why they can't be with each other anymore, but let's just go for a walk and not make them any crazier than they already are. So have fun watching. So we're on our way, and Dean is on a shorter leash than Berep, so Berep can go in front and do our thing, and Dean walks in behind Berep. This way, when the tension is over, it's okay, but you always have to keep an eye on them, because when she's going to pee, that is one of the moments it can escalate again, because then they are coming face to face again, and that's something they can't have at the moment, and they will just start fighting. So this way it's okay, we can do a short round, and they already had some exercise, but it's not nice or fun, because you always have to be super alert, because otherwise they will start fighting again. No, they can't do damage, but I just don't like them having issues with each other. So the girls did a really good job. No fights during this walk, so I'm happy. And later today they will get their personal attention, so they should be alright. Now we're heading home and we'll wait for the food delivery, because I ordered for food for 2 months, I think. It should be for 2 months. So I'll clean that up and then I'll make a plan for this afternoon. Nou, kleine kroosman. Ja. Ma. Dienetje. So we're back home. The girls did a really good job. I'm really proud of them, because this is the first walk that I didn't have to interrupt them constantly, so I'm really happy. And they don't have to be friends, but I need to be able to walk them together. So if that's possible for a few times a week, I'm completely happy with that. Berep is on the canissage at the moment. And in about 50 minutes the food will be delivered, and we can take everything out of the boxes and put it in the freezer, and then I'll make a plan for the afternoon, which dogs, for how long. And Dean is in her bench, and she's not quite happy about that, because she was out of her kennel this morning before we went to the forest, and she's like, well, I would like to go on the bed. Yeah, I know, little grumpy face, but I change them every few hours, and now Dean has to be in our kennel, and yeah, this is what she thinks of it. The food got delivered. For the Leon burger I'm using kibble, and she loves it and she's doing well on it. And for the Staffordshire Bull Terriers I have raw meat, but I forgot to check the calcium, so I'm not sure if Dean can eat everything, so I have to check that when I put everything in the freezer, so I know which ones she can eat and which ones are too high in calcium. So let's go and put it in the freezer. So we have 1 brand, 2 brands, 3 brands, 4 and 5. I like to mix it up as much as possible, and we're gonna check if Dean can eat it and then fill up the freezer. Current situation in the freezer. This one is empty, almost empty. Not so empty. This one is not so empty. I still have some rolls and this meat. So yes, not sure if it will fit in. And the last one is also almost empty. So yeah, let's get started. So it's all filled up, and sadly there are some rolls Dean can't eat, so this one is okay for her, and these ones are also okay, but the rolls are not okay for her, so that's something I have to remember. And this one is also okay, she can eat everything that's in here. And then we have here the rolls that she can't eat. So yeah, I think I have to order something extra for Dean for the upcoming 2 months, but that's okay because all the dogs can eat it. So I'll show you how I'm doing it at home now. I have these high fences. So I put up one here in the kitchen. So here's our kitchen. And here's the living room. So Dean is over there. Berb is over here. And Berb can go outside through these doors. But at the moment, I'll show you better. I have the kitchen door open. That way Dean can go out, Berb can be in here without them meeting each other. And I must say, this way it works really well. So here we have the fence again. Berb is over there. Dean is over here. Yeah, she feels very sorry for herself. Yeah, I know, girlie. And here we have the kitchen door. That one is open now. Miss Idiotic. So she can go out and run around and do her thing. Yeah. Dat is lekker een beetje. So in this video I filmed with my camera and with my phone, so you might see a bit of quality difference in this one. But I told you I would tell you more about what happened between the girls, and probably this is a kind of long story, and then it's easier to film it with my phone. So 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago they had their first fight and they had damage. Dean had some holes in our upper lip, and Berb had a hole in her mouth and under her chin, because Dini grabbed her as well. I was able to stop the fight pretty quick, so that was good, and the damage was not that big. And then 2 weeks after it was okay with ups and downs. Last week on Wednesday, I think, we were out on the field and just relaxing, and then they start fighting again, and they just couldn't be relaxed around each other anymore. But this all happened outside, so nothing inside the house until Sunday. Then I came home in the middle of the night because I had a party at a friend's house and it got quite late, and I luckily put on their muzzles, put them out to have a quick pee and feed them and go to bed, because I could sleep for 2.5 hours before we should go to the city for a photo shoot. So I just put them out, and when they came in they just tried to grab each other, and that was the first time at the house. But then I thought, this is not so good. So the next morning I got up and they were pretty chill, but still had them muzzled. We went to the city for the photo shoot, which was a lot of fun. And then we came home. I wanted to have some breakfast, and then they grabbed each other again. Again, they had their muzzles on, so no damage done. But for me, the sign that they just can't be around each other anymore in a normal way. They don't have to be friends, but just accepting each other in the same room would be nice. But that's not possible with these two anymore. So that's where I decided that it's just no longer possible to keep them safe in the same room. So they live separately now, and that's going pretty well. I've already showed you how the situation in our house is now, so with the gates. But I'm thinking about buying a flat crate, so 2 kennels down and 2 kennels up. That way, especially in winter, they don't like to be outside all day. I can separate them pretty easily. They have their own crate. So that's something I'm thinking about now. So they are doing great. They are still having the time of their lives, but for me it's just a schedule change, because now I have to do more rounds each day, and I still will walk them together, because that's just something. It's not possible for me to do at least 4 rounds a day. That's possible, because I'll do the girls and Len and Ray. What's going on, girly? And that's okay, but if I want to do them separately once a day, I already have to do 5 or 6 rounds, and when I'm working that's just not possible. In the lunch break it's just good that they can be around each other in the way that we walk and we don't touch each other, we ignore each other. So that's something I'm working on, and they did pretty good today. So I think that's something that's okay for them. But on the days that I'm having a day off of work, I like to take them out separately, and that's what we're doing today. Yesterday I did the same. So today in total I will walk for I think 17 or 18 kilometers. But that's okay, that's no problem. Yeah, I know, girly. And yesterday I did 16 or 17 kilometers in total. So yeah, long days, but everything for the dogs. And now you just know how the situation is here. And I will keep you updated on this one. And we're off for the first round this afternoon. I'm going to do a 5 kilometer round with Dini, and then I'll head home, pick up Bear up for a 5 kilometer round as well, but on a different location. And then it's time for Dre and Len, and then I'm done for today. And this is round 2. 5.5 kilometers for this girl. And she's loving it. Number 2 is done, and I decided to go and pick up an ice cream before the last round. So I'm gonna eat this now, and then we'll head home, pick up the other 2 dogs, and go for the last round today. And we are ready for the last round. Rietje, ben je een beetje gespannen, jongen? Ja. So I met up with a friend of mine, and together we did a lovely evening walk. We walked for 7.5 kilometers, so in total I walked 21 kilometers today. So yeah, I'm going to bed now. Hope you liked watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.